Yo, what's up? It's your boy Ambitious Kid, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make hot sgija amapiano like TNK music right here on caustic 3 for beginners. And guys, the good news is that I'm going to be giving away this hot TNK music sgija amapiano project file to you guys for free. Yes guys, absolutely for free. But guys, before you download this hot TNK music sgija amapiano project file, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and watch this video carefully, because in this video I'm going to be giving you guys the unlock password for this hot sgija amapiano project file. Okay guys, let's get right into today's hot amapiano tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing I started by doing to make this hot TNK sgija amapiano beat right here on caustic 3 is that I started at my first beatbox, which is over here, that wrote shaker LP, which means my first shaker loop. This is how it sounds like. Just a nice smooth shaker loop over here guys, and this is how it looks like in the level section. If I can click this toolbox section and go into TNK loop 2, this is our loop, and this is how it sounds like. A smooth loop over here guys, a smooth loop. So my next instrument that I've used over here after my amazing TNK shaker loop is another shaker guys. I used another shaker over here so that it can double my shakers so that they can sound really amazing. So this is my shaker and shaker. This is how it sounds like, and all in all, this is how all my shaker loops sound like. They sound elevated this time when you double them. If I could only play one shaker loop, and then if I could play two of them guys, two sound really amazing. So that's why I actually inserted two shaker loops in my beat. So next on, we're gonna have our sonor strings over here, which look like this inside the level section. Nice and smooth strings over here guys, and this is how I played them. This is how they sound like in the note section. Smooth, really smooth. And what I actually did to my sonor strings is that I tripled them by using this higher note. Let me quickly increase their volume because they're not that loud at this moment. So I use this higher note followed by the second note over here, and lastly I use this lower note down here so I can use the tripling effect. That sounds really good on the strings guys. I usually use it a lot because it sounds amazing. Nicely done guys. So I'm gonna move on to my next instrument after my sonor strings. I have my bass LD, which means my bass leads. And this is what my bass leads actually look like in the level section. Let's quickly click that, and this is how they look like. Smooth bass leads over there guys, and this is how they sound like with the whole beat. Amazing, really amazing. I kept it simple by playing random notes up there and down there just like that, but I usually kept it actually simple because the simple stuff are the ones that hit the most. So this is how it sounds like. Nice. It actually aligns in well with the shaker loops and everything, which is amazing. Nicely done. So let's go ahead and check out our next instrument, which are our amazing first log drums. So this is how my first log drum sounds like. It's usually that nice TNK log drum that they like to use, and then in the level section this is how it looks like. And this is how I played my first TNK log drum, which was actually simple too. Nice guys, this is an actually smooth log drum over here, and it's also bouncy. Amazing log drum was added over here. Nicely done guys. Our log drums were layered pretty well and sound really amazing. So those are my first log drums. By the way, we still have to go through the second and the third log drums. So this is how it sounds like for the last time, which is really nice and insane. really dope, guys, really dope. So moving on to my next instrument after my first dog drum, I have my boxes or my vocals, and this is how they sound like. They give it the TNK nice effect over here, which is amazing. Nice, guys. So what I have in here is that I have this GBM Vox, and I also have this vocal over here, guys, and all in all they make an amazing extravagant sound which sounds like this, and it gives our beat that amazing vibe too, which is really nice. So we're gonna move on to our next instrument since we're done reviewing our voxes. So what I have here is a saw synth which sounds like this. Let me quickly increase its volume because it's not that loud. Amazing saw synth we have over here, guys. And what I actually did to my saw synth is that I doubled it. I only doubled my saw synth this time. I didn't actually triple it this time by using this higher note over here, this black note, and I used the lower black note too, guys, to get this nice saw synth sound. And guys, the good news about the saw synth is that you don't have to download it. You find it right here on Caustic 3. All you have to do is to click an empty box selection, and you're gonna see where it says saw synth over here. You're gonna click that section, go inside, and you find your saw synth just like that. What you can actually do to make your saw synth sound really good is that you can actually use this R knob over here, just like this. You can drag it upwards so that it can give you these nice fly long notes over here, or you can just decrease it. But this, when you do this, is when like you're making a sgija type. So if you're like making a nice hot beat, you're just gonna increase it so it can give you those long saw synths just like that, guys. That's a good tip and trick I can give you guys today. Hope you guys have learned a lot on this tip and trick. So let's go ahead and go in and add more amazing instruments. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and go to our next instrument, which is my sub synth. And this is how I actually played my sub synth. Let me play it with the whole beat. Let me increase the volume. Amazing, guys. So what we have here is my melody. So I actually created a basic melody in here so that the beat can elevate and hit harder. So this is my melody in here, and this is how you actually find this melody, which is really easy. You don't have to download it. You find it right here in Caustic 3. It comes with Caustic 3. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna click an empty box. You're gonna go to sub synth. We're gonna click sub synth again. We're gonna click select preset, and we're gonna find something called the prism melody or something like that. So this is the prism melody. We're just gonna click load, and just like that, guys, we have our prism melody. And if you want your prism melody to sound dope, you're gonna tweak the octave or lower your octave based on your preference. Nice. So that's how you do it. So this is how my melodies sound like so far, which they sound really amazing. I'm gonna lower their volume so that they cannot overpower other instruments of mine that I'm gonna be reviewing too. And guys, so far the melody is pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and review more instruments in here. I'm gonna leave the beat playing for this while we go ahead and see our next instrument. So my next instrument over here is the rod, and this is how our rod sounds like. It's an amazing instrument, and you also find it in Caustic 3 too. You don't have to download this smooth amazing rod. And the rod, guys, is actually a chord, but I use this as another melody in here since we had to be artistic and try something new. So this is how my rod sounds like. Amazing. So let's quickly zoom into my rods over here and see what I actually did and how I actually layered my rod. So what you're gonna do to zoom in, you're gonna click the grid section over here, and then you're gonna click the nodes. All these nodes are for zooming in. So I'm gonna click this node over here, and then you guys are gonna see how I actually layered my rod, which is really amazing. They really elevate the beat and make it sound amazing. Amazing rods. And guys, this is how you find the rods in caustic 3. So I'm quickly gonna remove the subsend. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna click an empty preset. This time we're gonna go to PCM send. We're gonna click PCM send, and then we're gonna go into select instrument this time, and then it's gonna show you these extra instruments that come with caustic. We're gonna go to where it says rail, and we're gonna go where it says cheap rods over here. We're gonna click load, and just like that, we found our amazing rods. As simple as that, guys. Caustic 3 has like good sounds and dope stuff. We just have to go inside some of them and explore them, just like this other one in here. I kind of like it too. I used to use it a lot in my beats. You also find nice sounds in here. So nicely done, guys. Let's quickly go ahead and review my second instrument, which are my snares. And this is how my snares sound like so far, and I actually layered them over here and over there, just like that, guys. It was simple. That's how TNK likes to layer his snares, and this is how amazing it will sound like. Just an amazing snare layout, but it sounds really dope. So this is how it sounds like again. Amazing, guys, amazing. So let's go ahead and move on to our next instrument, which is our log drum 2. So this is my log drum 2 over here. This is how it sounds like in the level section, and this is how I layered it, guys. So in order to play my log drum, I have to switch off other basses so that they cannot collide with my log drums. So I'm actually gonna switch off that, and I'm also gonna switch off that only. And this is how my log drum sounds like. I kept it really simple. Let's go to the grid and then zoom out of the grid to see what I actually did. Amazing, guys. This log drum really hits hard already. Amazing log drum over here, amazing log drum layout. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna switch off my first log drum, and what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead to our next instrument, which is an 808 bass over here. And guys, what this basically does is that it actually boosts my first log drum over here. This is what TNK Music likes to use a lot. He layers his log drums with a second bass, like a strong 808 bass or something, so that his log drums can hit really hard and nice. So this is how it will sound like if I can actually layer my log drum with like a second bass play. So this is how it will sound like. As you can hear, guys, the log drum becomes a lot stronger this time. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna quickly decrease the rod's volume, just like this, so we can hear our log drums properly. Amazing, guys, they hit really hard. Nice, guys, nicely done, guys. Moving on to my next instrument, I have my long shaker reverse over here, and this thing actually helps a lot, guys, to mix your beat and make it sound really professional when you're like actually making it a full song. So this is the role the long shaker reverse mixer plays. So let me quickly play it starting from this section. Nice, guys. long mixer reverse actually does a nice job over here. If I could play it one last time. Amazing, guys, amazing. So I'm gonna let the beat play a little bit because it's really dope. And I'm gonna unmute all the things I've muted so we can clearly hear our beat. And this is how it actually begins, with that nice soft low drum at the start, and then the long mixer reverse over here to mix everything, and our lock drums and snares. Nicely done, guys. That's how to make a hot TNK music sgija amapiano type beat right here on Caustic 3 for beginners. Hope you guys have learned a lot today. Make sure that you don't forget to leave a like on this video if you really enjoyed today's hot amapiano tutorial, and hit that subscribe button so that you cannot miss out on any of my hottest upcoming tutorials that I'm gonna be releasing next, guys, because I'm gonna be releasing the best and hottest amapiano tutorials like never before. And guys, make sure that you don't forget to leave a comment on which amapiano tutorial I should make next. Peace. See you on the next one.